Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
Hey cousins, what's up y'all? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope y'all feeling good. I know I said that I'm gonna try to do this live thing a little earlier than normal. My bad. We can try again tomorrow maybe. I don't know. But yeah, welcome to the channel. If you're new here for the first time, shout out to all the returning cousins. Appreciate y'all pulling up so late at night. I know some of y'all gotta get up early on the East Coast. I think on the West Coast it's probably like 7:40, maybe about to be 8 o'clock. But I still wanted to come on here and get a video in. I'm trying to be consistent for the month of April. I have been feeling much better these days, so trying to put the energy that I do have to use. So if you want, please subscribe to the channel, share the video, um like the video. See, I gotta do better. I have to do better. I promise I'm gonna do better at this. Get it on here earlier thing. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling good today. So I said you might as well get a quick video in, even if it's for like an hour. Um, but yeah, shout out to everybody. I seen some of y'all over there on Culture United in the chat. We was getting together. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Maad as well. Shout out to the cousin Olika. Appreciate you pulling up, family. Shout out to Kwani. Shout out to Unapologetic. Demi, I don't know if she's in here. Kayla, Kirsten. Shout out to y'all. What's up, Nippy? Shay. What's up, Tiff? Yeah, the OG intro. Wanted to rock with that today. See how y'all remember that one. Nikki in the building. Appreciate you, cousin. Hey, Jay. Hey, Q. What's going on? What up, Babyface Jay? Pepper in the building. Thank you so much, cousin. Yes, I'm definitely feeling much better these days. I had a good doctor's visit today. Iron's still a little bit low, but it's getting better. It's getting better. Slowly transitioning back to solid food. So we in there. We in there. We on the up and up. My bad for joking about fixing your mic, Moni. We just want to see you back on Coach United. It has appreciate you, cousin. I knew you were joking. But it has nothing to do with my microphone. Um, I don't know if you've been around, but I've had like some few health issues or whatever, so that's why I haven't been on Coach United. Nothing to do really with my microphone. But I appreciate you pulling up and clarifying that. Thank you so much. Um, but I'm good. I'm good. Please, oh God, please don't bring up that leather thong. Oh my God. Please do not bring up that leather thong. I am traumatized by that leather thong, okay? Did he need to be arrested for that leather thong? He is he is a menace to society, bro. That nigga need to be put down. Put down for real. I got my Kendrick Lamar coffee table book on my table right now. That's fire. That's fire. Um, but yeah. Jay, don't piss me off, okay? Don't piss me off with your foolishness. I do not have the time or the energy. I hate April Fool's Day. I hate it with a passion. So don't come over here playing. All right. Um, what was I about to say? I wanted to talk about a few things. It's a lot of stuff going on the internet. What the fuck is this? Hold on real quick. Not now. Okay. Well, I don't know what that is. But but yeah, let's talk. What's up, Mr. Towns? How you feeling? Hey Bean. What's up, girl? How you feeling? What's up? Not just practicing. I ain't playing with you. I am not playing with you, all right? But yeah, I wanted to talk to y'all. I got a few things written down. Wanted to talk to y'all about Brandy. She's in the headlines this week. I mean, she's been in the headlines for like the last 2 weeks in regards to her relationships and stuff like that. I think like 2 weeks ago, she was in the headline because Shine and Mace was reminiscing about dating her who didn't date her. I want to talk about Megan real quick. Um, Kendrick, he made history. Kanye's Bully. I don't know if any of y'all listened to the album or not, but that just recently got a very low review by Pitchfork. Joe Budden and academics are pushing this narrative that Kendrick Lamar don't he doesn't interview or interact with black media. Um, Billboard is trying to, reshape the narrative for Drake's benefit. And it seems like J. Cole has a beef with Reactors right now. So, wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about those things. So if you haven't already, please do me a favor and smash the like button, share this video, hype the video if that's an option. If you like, contribute to the goal. I would appreciate that as well. But yeah, so let's get into it. So what we gonna talk about first? Yeah, let's talk about Brandy first. Let's talk about Brandy first. Not I'm cool on Cooney. Listen, uh, yeah, Moesha, cousin. They got Moesha name in their mouth for like the last 2-3 weeks. She has um I wouldn't say she's come under scrutiny, but her past relationships have had eyes on her. Um and recently she just announced a new book called Phases. It's a memoir that she's writing about her life. I'm assuming in this book, she talks about her upbringing. She talks about becoming um a star, a Grammy winning celebrity, her self-image. She talks about heartbreak, the music industry and all of that stuff. And a hot topic in the book has been about her relationship with Wanya Morris from Boys to Men. Would you say Wanya was the lead singer of Boys to Men? I think I would consider him the lead singer of Boys to Men, but um she talks about how she was 16 years old when she started secretly dating him. She was 16, he was about 22 or 23 years old, and she basically said that he groomed her essentially. They first started dating when she was 15 actually. She said in the memoir that he began to call and check on her regularly, offering her advice as like a quote unquote anchor or a confidant in the music space. But then when she joined Boyz II Men on a tour, they had got close or whatever, and she basically became his girlfriend, but they would keep their like relationship quiet until she turned 18, or at least that's when he claimed they started dating each other when she was of legal age. But I've seen the interview of him on the Breakfast Club where he's like, well, she was old enough to get it, and just disgusting banter about the relationship. And it's such a shame that when you look back in the day, all these grown ass men who were dating underage girls, and people made that shit normal. They made the shit as if it was just nothing. And that's another thing too. Where is it? And Adina Howard told the story how he dated both of them at the same time on her unsung. Yeah, that's another thing. I just found out that um Adina Howard and Brandy were beefing over him. Mind you, Brandy is like 16 years old. Adina Howard was in her 30s, I think they said, and Juan Gay was in his early 20, 23, 24, around that age. So it's like y'all are in this triangle relationship, and she's a child. And Adina Howard is on it like, I lost my record deal, my album got shelved, and all of this. And I'm like, it sucks that your album was shelved, but why are you arguing with a 16-year-old over a man she shouldn't even be with? Like, what is going on? Like, am I living in the twilight zone? Not only Wanye are you dead ass fucking wrong. You are essentially a college graduate dating somebody who hasn't even gone to prom yet. And then you're also sleeping with a grown ass fucking woman. So how the fuck does that work? Like, when are the adults gonna be adults? At some point something gotta give. And my thing is as well, like, where the fuck was Sonia? Y'all had Brandy prancing around her, this sweetheart, this innocent girl, but behind the scenes, you not protecting her. In reality, you not protecting your daughter at all, because you're allowing her to date a 22-year-old man, 24-year-old man, and she's only 16 years old. Like, how the fuck does that work? Like, nobody was protecting these young girls back in the day, and I just don't like that. I just don't like that shit at all. Like, it's very disappointing. And in the book, Brandy writes that her and Juan Gay, they used to sneak around, and that she hid the relationship though they eventually grew suspicious, her parents. So she claims that she hid the relationship first, and then they became suspicious. Low key, a part of me does not believe that, because Brandy's parents were also in on the fact that she was lying about being married. So I low key don't even believe that her parents did not know, because they were a part of the lie to say that she was married because she got pregnant out of wedlock. They were still trying to push this innocent um girl next door image on her this whole time, instead of just allowing her to live her life. So I don't even know if I believe that her parents did not know. How didn't you know? You were always with her. You were her momager, quote unquote. Um, Brandy also said that she knew full well that what was happening between Wanya and me was wrong, and yet my attitude was, this is special, this is real. People just can't understand. She writes that she lost her virginity to him, and she genuinely believed it was true love. Eventually, Brandy says Morris increasingly became critical of her and controlled her access to him. She would later catch him with his assistant. After confronting the singer, he confessed to sleeping around with different women, and then they broke up. She said, "For years, I struggled with how I was treated in this relationship." He saw a 15-year-old girl with rising fame and admiration for his talent, and I believe he deliberately took advantage. This was a 22-year-old man who I believe knew exactly what he was doing when he pursued an underage girl. This is what she wrote in her book. Brandy writes of Morris's narrative surrounding the relationship in the years since, expressing infuriation that the onus of the inappropriate relationship has been placed on her and being characterized as dramatic. Brandy said she was vulnerable to the attention of someone I idolized and called the relationship a calculated courtship. So Brandy is not holding back. She's saying how she feels. She's saying what it was. I don't think Wanye has made a statement on the situation yet. Again, I do remember that Breakfast Club interview that he did with Boys to Men. And they were basically laughing about the shit. Like Charlemagne was laughing, Angela Yee was laughing, the co-host was laughing. Charlemagne was like to Wanya, like, you dated Brandy when she was really, really young. And his co-host was, and his bandmate was like, yeah, she was real young. And then he caught himself as if like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. But the truth slipped out. The truth definitely slipped out. And yeah, oh yeah. They knew. Yep. Yep, I didn't even see your comment before I even said that, but yep, they knew, because like I was just saying, the band member, he was like, yeah, she was real young, and then he called himself and he was like, well, she wasn't that young. Nah, nigga, you knew she was young, you knew she was a baby, and y'all watched him fuck on this little girl as if it was okay, as if it was normal. And I wouldn't even be shocked if any of the other ones was doing that, because same thing low key happened with Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge is low key kind of the reason Destiny's Child broke up. The original group broke up. The twins were fucking on Latavia and Latoya Luckett. And Matthew wasn't going for it. And he wanted to separate them. But that's low key how they broke up too. They grown ass men fucking on these young girls. Shit is crazy. But I think I want to buy Brandy's book and read the full thing. I've only read like excerpts from it or whatever, and what she told exclusively to like different publications. But outside of that, just I guess to end on a positive note, congratulations to to Brandy. She did recently celebrate getting a plaque on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, congratulations to her. Um, Despite all of the, the messiness and the crazy life that she lived personally, Brandy to me is definitely a legend. She's a legend in music. Um, I love her down. I think my favorite song by Brandy might be Angel in Disguise or Almost Doesn't Count. Um, but yeah, she's a legend in music. She's a legend in TV. Moesha, first time a lot of us saw little black girls a black girl on TV who you could relate to. Movies as well. First Cinderella, horror movie she's been in. I literally just watched Still Know What You Did last summer, like 3 days ago. She was in that and she survived. She didn't die. Brandy had Barbies, all types of shit. So shout out to her. Brandy is definitely a legend. Yeah, Thea. She was in Thea too. I didn't watch Thea personally. I think I was still a little too young for Thea. But yeah, shout out to Brandy. Shout out to the legend. Um, she's I also love Brandy. She's a staple in my playlist. Yeah, Brandy got hits on hits on hits on hits now. Hits on hits. You think she was annoying in that movie? Makai Pfeiffer probably thought she was annoying too. um, but yeah, so shout out to Brandy. That's the situation with Brandy. Next up, what I have, um, shout out to the cousin Olika. Appreciate you contributing to the goal. Thank you for always supporting the channel so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Definitely, they definitely used to make good music back in the day. Now I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I don't know what the fuck this shit is now. Prayers up for Megan the Stallion. Unfortunately, she was hospitalized in New York City after feeling unwell during her Moulin Rouge performance on Broadway. They say that she was in the middle of a performance when she fell ill. They had to stop the show, and she was transported to the hospital after feeling sick. And according to The Guardian, a representative for the rapper said in a statement on Tuesday evening that Megan was transported to a local hospital to undergo a medical evaluation after experiencing concerning symptoms. Doctors ultimately identified extreme exhaustion, dehydration, and low metabolic levels as the cause of her symptoms. Megan has since been treated, discharged, and is now resting. Megan is incredibly grateful for the prayers and well wishes from her supporters and is looking forward to resuming her role as Zitler in Moulin Rouge, the musical, on Thursday. They added, also her friend, before they even told us like what was wrong with her hairstylist, her friend, I'm assuming he's like her best friend or something. Um, he had took to social media and he was telling people to pray for her, and that they were all at the hospital. Me personally, I wish he didn't post this because you know how messy people can be. They're under the comment section, being all types of messy, of course. I just think she need better public representation. Um, yeah, because people are saying like, oh, she's pregnant. I saw people saying she had alcohol poisoning. You know how they like to call her this alcoholic and all types of shit. Personally, I don't believe shit people say when it comes to Megan at this point. Like, we have seen how certain blogs, certain Instagram, certain Twitter blogs, how they push narratives against Megan. So I just try to avoid the people in their agenda. Like, there's people already saying like they don't believe that she was in a hospital for the exhaustion. People are saying she probably like she had alcohol poisoning, and I'm just like, y'all don't believe this girl was in a hospital, but these are the same people who will tell us that Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times. Like, these are the same people who tried to get off that Tory was stabbed 14 times and that he needs prayers. Like, Tory was supposedly stabbed 14 times. His lungs collapsed. He had a breathing apparatus, but the next day he's up walking and moving around town like nothing happened. Like, it just does not make sense. It don't make sense at all. Like, a lot of y'all are very mean spirited. A lot of y'all are just nasty and disgusting people that you'll gloat in someone being hospitalized. And I just don't get it sometimes. I don't. But anyway, I wish Megan well for sure. I just feel like one day of recovery for quote unquote extreme exhaustion and dehydration to me is just not enough. I think she needs to rest for like at least a week or two because Megan has been everywhere. Like, she's with True Religion, she's doing Dunkin', she's doing Popeyes. I just seen her in a hot Cheetos commercial. I seen her in a commercial for with her dog. She's doing Broadway. She like, lady, just relax. Just sit down, just chill, and just rest. And just rest. Like, you don't have to be out here moving as much as possible. Like, it's okay to space some of these things that, and yeah, that too. Luna, she just did a whole TV show as well. Like, she gotta relax. I don't think a day is good enough, especially if they're saying it's extreme exhaustion and extreme dehydration. Like, I know how that shit feels. I know how that shit feels. You gotta just chill. You gotta chill, baby girl. You need to rest, and you need to communicate that to your team. Like, it's okay to take a breath, a breather. It's okay to relax and just shut down. Just shut down and just relax. Seriously. So again, cousins, prayers up for Megan Thee Stallion. But let this also be a reminder. Communication isn't just about talking to other people. It's about being in tune with yourself, knowing when your body is saying to slow down, knowing when you need to take a step back, and most importantly, being able to communicate that clearly to the people that's around you, your team, your circle, your family, whoever, because a lot of the times people don't burn out because they're weak. They burn out because they didn't speak up in time. And again, trust me, I know what that shit is like. I know what that shit is like. And honestly, that kind of ties into um something I wanted to share with y'all real quick. Shout out to the cousin Thomas Ellison. There's a book called The Silent Power of Communication. And that really digs into this idea of how we communicate, not just with others, but how we show up in conversations overall. And what I like about this book is that it's not just telling you to talk better, it's really about learning how to listen, how to move with intention, and how to choose peace over pride. Because let's be real, y'all, a lot of situations escalate simply because people don't know how to communicate properly. And this book talks about things like understanding the weight of your words, being able to disagree without turning everything into a full blown issue, and even recognizing what's not being said in conversation. So, if you're trying to get better with communication in your personal life, your work life, or just how you move overall, this is definitely something to tap into. Again, shout out to the cousin who hit me up wanting to let other cousins know about this, what he's been working on. So if you want to check it out, I have the link listed in my description, and his YouTube channel. Let's talk about it with Thomas D. Um, yeah, definitely check him out and show him some love. But let's get back into it. Just wanted to show him some love real quick. Um, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is out here making history, y'all. Good Kid, Mad City is officially the first hip hop studio album in history to reach 700 weeks on the Billboard Hot 200. That is 13, 14 years, a little bit in between. Like, you don't see that often. You don't see that often at all. Hey, see, shout out to the cousins. Shout out to the cousin, Cat Williams. I have that book and grew up with Thomas. Wow, small world. Thomas is very dope and he shows the channel love all the time. So I wanted to show him some love as well. So that's really dope that you're familiar with him. But yeah, Good Kid, Mad City is out here making history. This milestone has never been done, never been accomplished before in history. And mind you, y'all, this is the same album that lost Grammys to Macklemore and Gift Shop. Gift Shop. I think that's what the name of the album was. I don't know, but yeah, Good Kid, Mad City lost all those Grammys. There's not one Grammy tied to Good Kid, Mad City. Crazy when you think about it. Crazy, crazy, crazy when you think about it. Um, Good Kid, Mad City to me is definitely a timeless album. I mean, outside of To Pimp a Butterfly, I'm willing to die on the hill that Good Kid, Mad City could arguably be considered the best hip hop album of all time. Yes, I'm willing to die on that hill. Like you don't get albums like this anymore, really. People aren't investing in albums like this anymore. Like they're not taking the time to really give you a cohesive body of work. And I think it's so unfortunate. Like this, if you want to make a good album, study Kendrick Lamar. Like just study Kendrick Lamar. If you want to make a good album, I'm not saying copy him, J. Cole. I'm not saying do that, but study him and his worth ethic and the time that he actually takes to put these type of album outs. Like the entire album is a movie, it's a story within itself that's being told. The skits, the transitions, him including his parents, um reworking his friends into it, the religious point in the album. It's just all amazing. It's a flawless album told from a perspective of a teenager's day in a life in Compton. Like nobody is doing it like this. Nobody's doing it like this. No other rapper has spent 700 weeks on the charts. So I don't want to talk about streams. I don't want to hear how someone is the most streamed rapper of the month. I don't care. Talk to me about some units. Talk to me about longevity on the chart. Talk to me about chart placements. If you want to talk about classics, not 1 week entries and then free falling off the charts, because real music is always going to live forever. Period. Period, period, period. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. What's up, cousin? How you feeling today or tonight? What's going on? What's up? That's a classic, J. Cole. We want a movie or TV series based on Good Kid, Mad City. Date free, please. Listen, I'm telling you, Good Kid, Mad City can definitely be turned into a movie, can be turned into a TV series, something similar like Snowfall. It definitely could be. I would like to see it. Instead of doing that South Park plot movie that they supposedly are working on, that they push back, give us this instead. Give us Good Kid, Mad City. I would take that. I would definitely take that in movie form or TV form. I would be here for that for sure. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and smash the like button for me. I would definitely appreciate it. And speaking of real music or not real music, for for what matters, have any of y'all listened to Kanye's new album? Bully. He just released it last week. I personally have not listened to it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have nothing for Kanye. I don't have really attention to give to him. I'm only doing this because I feel like I have a due diligence to present y'all with whatever's trending um, even if it's for 3 minutes, I want to do my part. But I personally do not want to listen to this album. I will not listen to this album. I have seen people's sentiments about the album. Pitchfork, who we rarely agree or disagree with, they gave the album a 3.4 out of 10. They are quoted saying that he returned to music as just a shell of his old self, like the old Kanye is just never coming back. Um and I see many people praising the production, which I think Kanye is just always gonna be good for. Like Kanye just has a good eye or an ear for production. I don't think that will ever go away. But when it comes to his writing, his song structuring, when he don't have the people in his corner, then it's just gonna be whatever with Kanye West. So um again, like I said, I see people praising the production, but the music is decent at best, maybe even mid outside of the diehard fans who are going to accept whatever it is that he's going to give to them. Personally, again, I have no intentions on listening to it. And I just think it's odd that all he has to do is just apologize, and everyone's like, bring it in for a hug. We forgive you. We love you, blah blah blah. We know you messed up, even though you made a song called Hail Hitler. You calling yourself a Nazi, you're selling t-shirts, you're saying slavery is a choice. I'm just good on that. I'm honestly just good on that. I can't do it. So again, I'm just doing my due diligence and just bringing it to y'all. If you listen to it, let me know how you feel about it. If you don't listen to it, that's amazing as well. That's good too. Um, Shout out to the cousin Thomas D. Thanks for the shout out, cousin. Go get the book, everyone. The Silent Power of Communication, y'all. Yes, definitely go get the book and show the cousin some love. It is worth the read for sure. Definitely worth the read. And after the stream, if it's not there already, please check the description for an easier link to the video and an easier link to his channel. I will definitely have it in there. Um I saw a clip of Kanye's music video. The aesthetic looked good, but didn't bother to watch the whole thing. Yeah, the one thing about Kanye, again, he's gonna give you good production, and he's gonna give you a decent visual. It might be a creepy visual, but it'll be a visual that'll get your attention at least for the first 5 minutes. He's always gonna get that part right. But to me, he's never been a good writer. His best work is when someone else has put their pen and pad to it, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, I think he actually have a concert tonight at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. So people showed up to it, I guess. Also another thing that I thought was pretty interesting is the fact that him and Jay-Z are both holding concerts on the same days in July 10th, July 11th, and July 12th. I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, it could just be a coincidence, or it can be very intentional. I mean, Jay-Z will be in New York and Kanye will be in the UK, but this low key could be like a versus almost just across the world. So yeah, I thought that was interesting that they're both gonna be touring at the same exact time. Pretty interesting. Jay-Z is gonna be in New York City at the Yankee Stadium, and Kanye is gonna be live in London at the Wireless Festival. So I know me personally, I'm gonna be on TikTok looking at the Jay-Z concert. If I can find a stream, we will have a party on YouTube for it. But I'm gonna find my best to find a stream on YouTube, on TikTok, because I am not going all the way to New York, and them resale prices are nasty. They are so disgusting. Hove and Cole got dates on the same day as well, don't they? I think the first day J. Cole's tour also starts on either July 10th or July 11th. So he's also going to be touring on that day. hmm And now my music app is allergic to Kanye music. Yeah, I can't bring myself to engage in that shit. And of course, we got the Michael movie coming out this month. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Michael movie is coming out. I'm excited for that. Michael Jackson's movie. I'm very excited for that. I don't know if I'm gonna go in theaters or and watch it or wait until it's on streaming, like I did with Sinners. Um, but I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Um, what else I got next? What else we got next? If you haven't already, please do me a favor and smash the like button for me. I would definitely appreciate that so much. I didn't even really want to get his attention because why give them attention? Money looking beautiful. I pray all the best for you. Thank you so much, Raina. I appreciate that. Thank you. Jay-Z don't kill me, man, but F you. Damn. Dang. Hopefully Jay cut the braids off. Jay-Z is not cutting the braids off. Jay-Z, Beyonce done invested sacred in them locks. He is not cutting that shit off. That would be fire though. That would be fire though. I can't front. But like I said, I wasn't really gonna give this shit attention because it's pretty freaking pointless. But there's this narrative that's going around that Kendrick Lamar does an interview with black media. Nope, nobody in their right mind actually believes this shit. But I say, you know what? For shits and giggles, why not entertain it? Why not entertain it? Because it can be easily debunked. But this started with Joseph Budden and Trash Academics. They are pushing this new narrative after Jay-Z just did his interview with GQ magazine. They are saying that Kendrick Lamar doesn't want to interview with black music media. Um, Despite the fact that Kendrick Lamar's last 4 or 5 interviews have been with black media. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Kendrick Lamar just did an interview with Jinx during the Mr. Morale tour, who worked for Complex. I'm not even sure if he still works for Complex, but he did an interview with him, which is pictured at the top. He also did an interview with Jazzy's World, a young black journalist who's coming up and making a name for himself. He did an interview with Harper's Bazaar magazine, who's the editor in chief, is a black woman. The journalist who conducted the interview with SZA is also a black woman. And then he also sat down with Nadeska and Ebro, which was a mandated interview. If he didn't have to do that interview, he wouldn't have done it. But they too are black. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Joe, I wish you just come out and just say it that you want the interview and you're upset because they declined the interview. Just admit the fact that you're upset because he has not given you an interview. Like, just stop. Just stop it at this point. Because why would anyone want to come sit in a funky basement for an interview with you, Stankademics? With all the direct derogatory things that you have said about Kendrick Lamar, about his family, you have pushed so many lies about him. You think you are worthy to get an interview from Kendrick Lamar? Stankademics. Joseph, you thought all that dick sucking and hug begging would grant you an interview? Like, you don't think we remember you saying on live that you can't wait to hug Kendrick Lamar? You are a grown man saying that you can't wait to hug another man because you want to feel his aura. That is scary. I would call the police on you. I would call the fucking cops on you, especially after the fact that you were caught on your neighbor's camera sleepwalking in the nude, and then you get on your platform and say you can't wait to what is it called? I forgot what is harvest. Is harvest the right word? Harvest another man's energy? That is scary. You need to be arrested. The police need to be called on you. Why would anyone come talk to you, especially when all you do is diss them afterwards? There are so many artists that have came and sat on Joe Budden's couch, and then a month later he's dissing them. He's talking negative about them. Why would anybody want to come sit with you? Huh? And give you their time? You've been being so messy and so negative ever since you sent that request and they told you to get the fuck out of here. You had Doechii on your couch, smiling in her face, telling her how amazing her album is, how much you enjoy her, how much you're invested in her. And then a couple months later, you're talking about, oh, where she's been. She's been in hiding. Meanwhile, the girl is on a festival tour run. She's on a sold out personal tour. But you're supposed to be a journalist. You're supposed to be a platform that people are supposed to trust when you don't even know what's going on with artists. But you're pushing a narrative on your platform when with one Google click, one Google search, you can actually see what the fuck they have going on. Tyrese literally just called you out for that. You had Tyrese on your platform, smiling in his face, high-fiving, kiki and hi-hiing, and then 2 weeks later, you're dissing him and kicking his back in. Nobody wants to sit around and talk to people who are fake like that. There's no actual journalistic work being done on that platform. Plus, y'all have like 30 niggas in an apartment. That's not even an actual studio. Y'all are in an apartment with a nice view in the background. Why the fuck would Kendrick Lamar, of all people, show up to someone's apartment to do an interview? Like, y'all are crazy. Fuck out of here. Step your production up if you want the likes of Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce, or a Jay-Z to come talk to you. And this isn't me saying like people are beneath people or people are too good for other people. But fuck it. You are not worth the time, Joseph Budden. You are not worth the time or the energy. You're just not. And my thing is, it's the audacity to say who Kendrick has or hasn't sat down with when academics, Drake won't even pick up your phone call. He only texts you, and he only texts you when he needs you to push a narrative. Outside of that, he does not talk to you. He does not entertain you. But you got so much to say about who Kendrick does and doesn't sit with. Let's talk about Drake. Let's talk about who he sits with and who he talks to. Where was the discourse when Drake was sitting down with Bobby Altoff and he's laying in a bed with her talking about bullshit? Let's talk about Drake who's sending emails for interviews because he doesn't want to talk to Complex face to face. He's doing an interview through an email. Let's talk about Drake who did an interview with a fishing magazine. What the fuck does Drake and fishing have in common? Let's talk about Drake, who's been chilling with a bunch of white supremacist streamers, but you got the audacity to question if Kendrick Lamar has a loyalty to black media. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Y'all got an issue with who Kendrick is talking to, but no issue with who Drake is aligning himself with? Like, let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Y'all are crazy. Kendrick Lamar does not need to sit down with anybody. Anybody. He doesn't have to. Kendrick Lamar is at the place in his career where he gets to dictate who he gets to interact with and who he wants to interact with. And that's not recently. That's been since Damn. Since Damn, Kendrick Lamar has been able to dictate how he moves. He does not need the media. He does not need to do the normal press run that everybody else has to do. He does not need to go to the radio station anymore. He does not need to sit down with Apple Music anymore. He does not need to sit down with random fucking podcasts anymore. He is levels above that now. And once y'all get that shit through your head, you will understand. You will get it. Joe Budden, you in that dirty white couch, and them 30 niggas that you got in your apartment will never see a Kendrick Lamar interview. You do not have the range. You do not have the cloth to be able to interview Kendrick Lamar. Period. So stop it. Stop it, okay? It's not going to happen. Kendrick was named Best Rapper by GQ as far back as 2013. He has been engaging with the mainstream. Like, get the fuck over it, bro. Kendrick Lamar has paid his dues. He's done his due diligence. He's done what he needed to do early in his career to the point where he does not have to do the other things anymore. At this point, Kendrick Lamar engaging with other things does not benefit him. It benefits them. Kendrick Lamar giving Joe Budden an interview is not going to benefit Kendrick Lamar. It is going to benefit Joe Budden. He has paid his dues. And y'all are upset about the fact that he has paid his dues. He don't need y'all. Y'all need him. Which is exactly why you keep him in your news cycle. I've never seen somebody who doesn't say anything always in a motherfucker's mouth. It's crazy. It is crazy. Don't have the intelligence at all. According to Wikipedia, he is very decisive of who he wants to speak with certain media outlets. Exactly, because if you don't align with what it is that he's trying to push, there's no reason to have a conversation. Period. That's just what it is. If Kendrick Lamar wants to send a message, it is going to be through his music. It is going to be through his businesses. This is what PG Lang is for. This is what Project 3 is for. If Kendrick Lamar has a message to get out, he will do so himself. Period. Period. Like, get over it, people. I just want him to give me more music and maybe movies, TV series, and documentaries. And those are reasonable things to ask for. Reasonable things to ask for. They were upset that Kendrick and SZA did a magazine interview as if they even buy magazines. Niggas gonna complain just to complain. Mind you, they complained about Kendrick doing Harper's Bazaar, but had nothing to say about Drake doing a fishing magazine. Y'all are hypocrites. Y'all hold Kendrick Lamar to a standard that y'all don't hold those other two niggas to. And that's just funny to me. That's just interesting to me. It never makes sense. It never makes sense. Y'all don't be keeping the same energy. Shout out to Cole. So Cole wrote his first person shooter verse before Drake got his verse, right? Cole You started the beef and left your ducklet boyfriend out to rot. Listen, I don't even know what the story is anymore with J. Cole, and I honestly don't even care anymore because he's also pissing me off these days. Like, he's seriously pissing me off these days. It's just embarrassing at this point. Shout out to the cousin Dave. Appreciate you contributing to the channel. What would they talk about anyway? Have him sit around weird cheating stripper jokes? How the earth is flat? Joe and them dogs. Like, exactly. Like, what would y'all talk about? No, y'all never have any nuanced conversations about anything. Even when they're discussing like trending topics, they never actually have the correct information about what is going on. Like when I see the random clips on Twitter, because I click on my For You tab and I see the clips of them talking about trending topics, they never have the story correct. It's just, oh, I think this is what happened. I think that's what happened. And then they're giving their opinion on what they think happened. It's actually, instead of actually having someone do the research on the actual topic. Like, how are you this big platform, this big media hub, quote unquote, and you don't have a designated researcher? Like, how hard is it? You got like 30 niggas sitting on that couch and nobody does actual research to get the story right before y'all present y'all's opinion on it. Nobody over there is doing enhanced due diligence. Just a whole bunch of niggas in one apartment all sitting on a dirty white couch. What is happening? And this is the hip hop media we are supposed to respect. These are the journalists that we're supposed to have historic artists go sit next to and have conversations with. This is who we are supposed to have legendary artists go chat with. Even the journalists in hip hop are looking weird. We had Nadeska do a whole interview with J. Cole and get on the internet and say, well, I didn't want to ask any questions about drama. Mind you, the drama in question is his participation or his role in one of the biggest battles in hip hop history. How are you a journalist and don't want to do your fucking job? How are you a journalist, but you're moving like your fucking academics, Elliot Wilson? What is going on with y'all? What is going on? You got Frazier, who's an amazing journalist, but he's getting starstruck because he's sitting down with Jay-Z, not pushing back on any of the questions or asking follow-up questions. Like, you got Rob Markman being a fucking weirdo on Twitter, dying on the hill of J. Cole, pushing a white female rapper that he's pretending he has no connection to. Like, everybody is crazy. What is happening? Everyone is losing their fucking marbles, and I don't get it. I don't get it. We're living in the fucking Twilight Zone right now. Everybody wants the credit, the credentials, but nobody wants to do their fucking job. I'm just over it. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Shout out to the cousin Dave. Appreciate you pulling up. It still blows my mind that Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole became the drama so fast after all these years. Never thought it would go like this. Listen, it's going like this because niggas don't want to be real. Folks don't want to be real. I mean, how long were we expecting it to just go on, and that we are just supposed to be like, oh, la-di-da, this generation, we have these three artists, and there's no definitive leader. I mean, many of us knew who was the best out of the three, but it comes to a point where you got to draw a line in the sand. You got to check niggas' temperature. And that's what happened. Temperatures were checked at this point. Temperatures were checked. And niggas are throwing hissy fits because they can't front no more. They can't pretend no more. They can't hide behind other people no more. J. Cole is out here embarrassing himself. Like, embarrassing. He's undoing 15 years of his humble everyman persona. He's undone it within less than a month. He's undone it in less than a month. Everybody finally sees through that fake ass persona that I have been talking about this whole time. Everybody is now seeing that he ain't who he raps that he is. And I'm just sitting back and I'm enjoying it and I'm just laughing. It's funny as fuck. The media has brainwashed people into thinking Drake was that this whole time. The media has told people that Drake is the best, that he is number one, he is that guy. The media has lied to y'all this entire time about this fucking industry plant. And now niggas is glitching because they can't keep pushing the same lie. They can't keep pushing the same narrative that, oh, he's the most streamed rapper in the world. Motherfucker, you should be the most streamed rapper in the world. You got like 300 songs more than your peers. And we actually don't give a fuck because we know you niggas is botting. We don't care anymore. And niggas' masks are slipping. You got J. Cole out here doing a campaign to change the narrative about Drake's public image. Nigga, what about your image? In the process, you have been ruining your own image in an effort to fix Drake's image. Do you know how stupid you gotta be to do that? You know how stupid you gotta be to ruin your own image in an effort to fix another nigga's image? You know how dumb you are? The campaign to make Kendrick out to be the villain in this and Drake the victim is so nasty. And we gotta shout J. Cole out. We gotta shout J. Cole out for this because his participation in the narrative. Listen with your heart. Don't listen with your mind. What the fuck do you mean, Cole? How are you telling people to don't listen with their mind, to listen with their heart? Why can't I do both? Why can't I do both? We have a lyricist, a quote unquote lyricist, telling people not to listen to his music with their mind, but to listen to his music with their heart. Are we in the fucking Twilight Zone, bro? Are we in the Twilight Zone? We got every interview. He's talking about paid campaigns. He's talking about bots. And he's talking about narratives versus Drake. Whole time, J. Cole, shouldn't you be planning the next Dreamville Festival? What happened to Dreamville Festival? You sold Dreamville to them white people. And instead of planning a festival this week, because shouldn't Dreamville Fest be sometime this week? But instead of giving the people in North Carolina something to look forward to, you decided to turn that into campaign for Drake's acceptance in the release of Iceman. What is happening, bro? What is happening? This is so embarrassing. I can't. Shout out to the cousin. Get you some ginger ale and soup and get well soon. Thank you, cousin. I appreciate the big dog. I'm definitely going to give me some ginger ale and some soup. Okay? Thank you, cousin. But yeah, like J. Cole, he's talking about the paid narratives, the campaigns against Drake. I've yet to hear him talk about the things that were said about Whitney. Have any of y'all heard him say anything about Whitney or the media pushing narrative on Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. And if I missed it, put me on and tell me exactly what he said. But I have yet to hear him come to Kendrick Lamar's defense in anything. All I've heard J. Cole say is, I love Kendrick, but dot, 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 dot. I love Kendrick, but dot, 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 dot. I love Kendrick this, but dot, 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 dot. I've never heard him say that it's fucked up that Drake pushed narratives that Kendrick Lamar beats his wife. I don't think I've heard him yet say, I think it's fucked up they try to push a narrative that Kendrick Lamar was molested as a child. I haven't heard him say yet, I think it's fucked up that J. Cole pushed a narrative that Whitney is a whore and she doesn't know who her baby father is. I have yet to hear him say anything. I have yet to hear him say anything about top five threatening to unalive Kendrick Lamar and Metro Boomin. Can't forget that part because he also said that he would unalive Metro Boomin as well, but his target was mainly Kendrick Lamar. I haven't yet to hear J. Cole give pushback on any of that. But he want to keep harping to us about paid campaigns against Drake. Paid campaigns about what, J. Cole? That he texts 13-year-old girls as a 30-year-old man? Is that a paid campaign? I don't think so. Paid campaign about people showing videos of him on stage, rubbing his chest up against a 17-year-old's breast. How is that a paid campaign when the videos are real? Paid campaign about people pulling up his lyrics where he's talking about Sierra Canyon's parking lot looks like Magic City. A high school parking lot looks like Magic City. How is that a paid campaign? How so is that? Like, come on, J. Cole. Again, you could be discussing your album, The Fall Off. You could be discussing what's to come next for Dreamville. You also could be discussing JID in an extensive way. But instead, all you do is give one-liners about JID and how he can be better than you and Kendrick and Drake, or how he should be platinum. But yet you got the tools and the resources as his mentor to platform him to be better. Stop telling me that JID is next as a 35-year-old man. JID is 3 years younger than Kendrick Lamar. He has been signed to Dreamville since 2017 and he hasn't popped yet. You didn't even put him on your last album. The album that you said is supposed to be your Reasonable Doubt, J. Cole. You didn't put your mentee on that album, but you want to come on the internet and talk about if such and such, this, he would be platinum. Nigga, you are in charge of his promotion. You are in charge of his marketing. Why the fuck is JID not your opener for the Fall Off tour? He should be on that bill. If you really give a fuck about JID, J. Cole, he would be your opener to the Fall Off tour. He would be on that album. He is supposed to be your successor. But you do nothing to his benefit. But you know who you are defending? Drake. Since the beginning of y'all career, all y'all do is kiss and hug on stage. Look at all of these different pictures. Kissing and hugging on stage. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. But you want us to believe you actually give a fuck about Jid. You don't give a fuck about him. Shout out to Cat Williams. Appreciate the contribution to the goal. Thank you, cousin. You do not give a fuck about that nigga. But like I was saying, I have yet to hear him discuss how Whitney became a target in all of this. Especially since you claim that your wife, who you told us was crying so bad, and how she's locked in with Whitney and how they're cool, they're friends. I have not heard you come to her defense once. And the truth is, we won't hear those things because you despise Kendrick. You despise his success, and you're hiding behind all that front, and you don't give a fuck about Kendrick. You don't. You're tired of seeing that nigga win. J. Cole needs to really refocus and get his priorities in order. Seriously. Shout out to the cousin Dave again for the donation. Thank you so much. Is that J. Cole in your profile picture with a bald head? What is going on? Why does that look like J. Cole with a bald head? I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but shout out to the cousin. They mad Kendrick stood up for his woman. That's it. They care more about defending this nigga honor because they never highlight Drake accusing Kendrick of abuse. They'll literally bury that issue. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. I said it the other day. I've never seen so many men, especially, come to the defense of another man because he lost a rap battle. Where were all of you men when Megan Thee Stallion was being attacked? When Megan Thee Stallion was being made out to be a victim, and she's actually a victim of domestic violence. The girl was shot. None of you niggas came to her defense. None of you. None of you niggas came for Cassie defense. None of you. None of you came to women who get abused and beat defense. But y'all are running behind Drake because he lost a rap battle. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting, and I can't take none of you niggas serious. I just can't. I swear, these interviews have done more harm for J. Cole than they have done any good. Like, literally nobody cares about the fall off. Nobody cares about it, not even the people that's interviewing him. They don't care. They don't care about the fall off, and they don't care who you truly are. And who you truly are, excuse me, and you're not that everyman persona that you try to push off. Like, you're not an average everyday person. You're not humble. You're not down to earth. You're a snake. You're sneaky. You're manipulative. Through and through. Like, I've been saying it for the last 2 years. J. Cole is the same type of manipulator that Drake is. He just was able to mask it well. He is the same type of manipulator. You have been boom, 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 booming us to death. And I have clearly had enough of that shit. I am tired of it. I am tired of it. I see the envy on you. I see the disgust. And I see the hate in your heart that you have for Kendrick Lamar. These niggas hate Kendrick Lamar so much that they're trying to rewrite the rules of hip-hop of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Kendrick Lamar said, I'm what the culture feeling. Now culture don't mean nothing. Culture don't mean nothing no more. Culture is just a buzzword. Culture is just on the internet. They don't care what the culture means anymore. You got niggas writing songs where they're making dead people apologize to each other because they apologized in real life for the diss records that they put out. Where do they do that at? How is that acceptable? How is it acceptable that you're making two dead men who died over rap beef apologize to each other? What is happening? What is going on? You got niggas saying they don't want to be the best no more because Kendrick Lamar has been crowned the best multiple times. They don't think being saying you're the greatest is worth it anymore because Kendrick Lamar has unanimously been chosen the best out of the three of you niggas. Now being the best don't matter no more, despite the fact that you have with your whole career telling us you are the best. But when it was time to prove that you were the best, you tucked your tail and your stomach was hurting. Like, what is going on? What is happening? You got one nigga apologizing And then you got another nigga filing a lawsuit. The Mulatto brothers must be stopped. They are trying to burn hip hop to the ground. We cannot allow this. We cannot allow it. Mm-mm. Niggas talking about classics don't matter no more. Classics don't exist no more because the fall off fucking sucks. Nigga told us the fall off is gonna be his reasonable doubt. He told us this. As soon as it was released and people started to dissect it and told him this shit is trash. Now it's don't listen with your mind, listen to it with your heart. What is happening? We are living in the twilight zone, bro. How do you go from this is my reasonable doubt to don't listen to the lyrics? Don't dissect the lyrics. Just vibe to it, twin. Just vibe. Oh my God. This is crazy. like, like we're literally living in the twilight zone, bro. We're living in the twilight zone. These niggas don't want to compete. These niggas want to tell you they are the greatest, and you're supposed to just roll with it. We're just supposed to roll with it. Like, what happened to the game that I love? What happened to the genre that I love? What happened to the culture that I loved? We are watching in real time the Mulatto brothers try to rewrite history. And then Jay-Z, yo dumb ass ain't making it no better. You know you my goat. You know I love you down. But you ain't making it no better. Talking something, I don't know if we need battle raps anymore. I don't know if battle raps are needed anymore because you got PTSD from people putting false allegations on you. Instead of making someone else's situation about you, focus on your situation. What Drake got going on ain't got nothing to do with you, nigga. Don't piss me off, Sean Corey Carter. Don't piss me off, bro. Like, I really might be done with all of these niggas. Because I am so tired of the bullshit. What happened to the game that I love? Kendrick out here trying his hardest to rebuild this shit from the ground up, burning it down and rebuilding it up. Keep the culture on the forefront, keeping it hip hop through and through. This man is a pop artist with a hip hop discography. You niggas had to go pop in order to become pop artists. He is keeping it hip hop through and through. And these hoe ass niggas out here crying. What a shame. What a shame. I am tired. I am so tired. They making it easy to root for die. He the last real nigga alive. Shout out to Nas. Cause Nas ain't with the bullshit either. Literally just said it. At least Nas is not saying no weird stuff like that. Thank God. Social media plays a huge role in why hip hop is fucked up. I'm telling you. I am so pissed off, Kim. So pissed off. Jay-Z definitely still dealing with that ether PTSD. To be honest, I don't even know if it's the ether PTSD. I think Jay-Z has recently gone through so much shit with the false allegation from the Tony Busby lawsuit, and it being revealed that it was basically like some extortion type shit. I think he's dealing with PTSD from that. But Jay-Z, that PTSD has been bubbling up for so many years because you allowed the conspiracy theories to go mount for so many years. Jaguar Wright has been pushing conspiracy theories on this nigga for a decade plus. And now because he see how it affect his child, he's now feeling some type of way. He's like, oh, well, I don't want anybody to have to face this. Your situation and Drake's situation is not the same unless you're telling me the situations are the same. And from my view, it's not the same because it was obvious Tony Busby was trying to extort you. The story did not add up. This nigga Drake, on the other hand, we have proof of him being weird with a 17-year-old. We have proof of Millie Bobby Brown telling us that at 13, he was texting her, he missed her, and about boys. We have proof that he has been weird with other underage girls. So making that shit about you was a mistake. And that ain't no reason that's good enough to say we should do away with battle rap. Because if you do away with battle rap, you're doing away with the MC, period. And I just find it funny that no one has asked J. Cole or any other rapper, for that matter, about the lawsuit. How does no one have an opinion on the lawsuit and how it could damage hip hop music in general as a whole? It would set a terrible precedent if that lawsuit would have been able to go into effect. That would have been crazy. Did you see the Cole playing in China news? No. What's that about? I don't know what's that about. They found a way to use Jay-Z's mysticism against him. 100%. Shout out to Forever Blessed. Also, some of the MCs are trying to downplay Kendrick's Pulitzer. We would have never heard the end of it if they had done one. And saying he's not top 100 is all just weird and disingenuous. Nobody believes that Kendrick Lamar is top 1. Literally in 2023, when they did the greatest hip hop MCs, Kendrick Lamar was number 2 on the list. Like, get the fuck out my face. I'm some of the conversations that some people have is just very disingenuous, and I don't even entertain it because it's not coming from a genuine place. It's really not. Just like the conversation, I think today there was a video going viral of a reference track that Kendrick Lamar made for Diddy, and he's rapping like himself on the song, but it's a very complex rap that I feel like Kendrick knew Diddy wasn't going to be able to pick up the concept of it or be able to rap it. But I see people talking about something, oh, he needs to rap like this again. Kendrick Lamar raps like that all the time. So the disingenuousness, I just don't pay any attention because he just gave y'all a similar verse on Chains and Whips, and y'all tried to downplay it. He just gave you a genuine verse on Good Credit, and y'all tried to downplay it. He just gave you a good verse on Good Flirts, and y'all tried to downplay it. So it's like a lot of the conversation is not worth giving attention to because it's not coming from genuine people looking to have genuine conversations. Like, it's always an agenda behind it. And Diddy was never going to be able to recite that shit. And Kendrick knew that because I'm listening to this shit like, Kendrick, you really thought Diddy was going to be able to successfully pull this off? Like, be serious. Be fucking serious, bro. And then he's talking about him buying humans and shit. Like, Kendrick know what he was doing. Kendrick knew exactly what he was doing. He's like, I'm going to make this shit so complicated that he's not even going to want to use it. Kendrick funny like that. Jay is handling things legally, so people think nothing has happened. And the judge today said Busby and the false accuser are co-conspirators. Case been moved to New York. Yeah, they're cooked. They are cooked. They are beyond cooked. They're beyond cooked. And I love the fact that Jay is finally taking the legal route. However, like I said earlier, he has allowed this shit to build up to the point that it looks funny in the light. And it's almost a little too late, but then again, it's not too late. I just feel like he should have been doing this shit 5 years ago. He should have been nipping this shit in the butt 5 years ago. But I'm glad he's doing it now. Because for how long are you supposed to allow people to play with your name, your image, and your likeness? Especially when it has to do with shit like sexual assault. Like, you cannot allow people to play on your name like that. And I think he honestly got fed up because Tony Busby did that shit on the night of Blue Ivy's red carpet movie premiere. You at this point are now involving his child, and you're trying to embarrass his child for you to announce that lawsuit on the night of her movie premiere, knowing it, the Lion King at that, knowing all of these people are going to be there on this big night. All of these cameras are going to be on her. And I think that's where he drew the line at that point. He was fed up. Because there's no reason why Beyonce, like, people had more smoke for Beyonce than they did for Diddy. People are saying, oh, she's involved. She has something to do with it. They're holding Beyonce more responsible for crimes that had nothing to do with her because she was in photos with Diddy at work events, music events. Like, that is crazy. Meanwhile, you got Kanye West literally showing up to the courthouse in support of Diddy, and no one says anything. No one cares. Y'all are going out and buying his album. Y'all are showing up to the SoFi Stadium tonight to pack it out. But y'all had smoke for Beyonce, who had nothing to do with it. Y'all don't even have smoke for Diddy for committing the crime, but you were pointing the finger at Beyonce. And again, Beyonce and Jay-Z allowed that shit to go on for too long. But I'm glad they finally put their fucking foot down. And they're standing up for themselves and they're pushing back. You cannot allow those narratives to go on for that fucking long. But I knew they weren't playing when Jaguar showed up on that TV show with Piers Morgan and they sent that letter. I said, okay, finally, y'all are doing something. Finally. I would have been sued Jaguar ass. I would have took anything she had nailed down. I would have took her fucking son's urn. Bitch, stop playing with me. Because what the fuck are you talking about? Jaguar is insane. She's another one. Like Nicki, obsessed. The culture was just fine when they thought they were on top. When their feet are to the fire, culture is just a buzzword now. The reactor channels, bots, and paid campaigns are the problem. That's another thing I find that's so funny. J. Cole, he's essentially beefing with reaction channels right now because J. Cole is somebody who is chronically online. The other day, he talked about how he would log onto YouTube and he would see people dissing him on his YouTube. And it's like, J. Cole, you don't understand how an algorithm works. The reason you see those things on YouTube is because those are the things that you are searching up. You're engaging in this content. So that's what you're seeing on your YouTube channel. If you're not engaging with this content, you will not see it, or related content. You won't see it. And now all of a sudden you have issues with reaction channels. You have issues with reaction channels because they're not giving you the reaction that you want. I just find that funny. Y'all love reaction channels. Y'all love reviewers. You love the bots, quote unquote. You love the Twitter posts when the shit is in your favor and when it's talking positively about you. But as soon as there's a slight pushback, now it's reaction channels are not worth paying attention to. Mind you, you literally invested in them because they show up on your algorithm. you watch them so much to the point that they're on your algorithm. And another thing is there's a huge difference between a reaction versus a review of an album. Don't tell me not to listen to your album with my mind, because at that point then I'm just sitting there and I'm just doing nothing. The music is just playing if I'm not listening to it with my mind. A reaction is something that you listen to and you give your opinion on that in that moment. That's what a reaction is. A review is something when you listen to something at least 3 times at the most, 5 times at the max, and then you give a review of the album. That's how I do my reviews. I will listen to something at least 3 times over the course of the week, the weekend, and then I'll give my review. But if I'm doing a reaction, and you're gonna get my raw emotions in that moment. Why is that a hard concept to grasp? I don't get it. Now you hate reactors, J. Cole? Why? Because the fall off isn't good? You're not getting the reviews that you wanted? Now you don't care for the reactors? Everybody loved the reactors when the shit was in their favor. And this is low key gonna be the last thing I'm gonna say about this, because again, like I said, I know y'all gotta go to work and it's 12:16 in the morning on the East Coast. I just find it funny that Kendrick Lamar was able to whitelist his songs and he allowed reactors, reviewers, whoever to make money off of his songs during the battle. And then you have Drake, who put reactors in a lawsuit alleging anti Semitism, which could have possibly ruined their careers, shut their channels down. And he made sure it was only black reactors that he put in this lawsuit. And then we have J. Cole, who's telling us reactors don't matter anymore. You notice the difference in how each of them are treating the reactor community? Kendrick Lamar is literally putting money in their, or put money in their pockets. Allow those people to make money. Money that they probably have never seen before on YouTube. I remember when No Life Shack said the money that he made on his YouTube was life changing for him based off Kendrick Lamar whitelisting his songs. Now, think of that versus Drake and J. Cole. One put black creators in a fucking lawsuit while the other one is now saying reactors don't matter. That is peak. That just tells you exactly how each of them are moving in all of this. And if you can't see the problem in that, you're never gonna see it. You're never gonna see it. That shows the flaw in Drake. That shows the flaw in J. Cole. And that shows what Kendrick Lamar says about how he feels about the culture and how he wants to always keep the culture at the forefront. These two motherfuckers are trying to ruin it and trying to belittle it. Nasty business. Nasty, 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 nasty business. But cousins, I thank y'all so much for pulling up and chilling with me at the last minute. Again, I'm going to try to do my best to come on here earlier so that we're not like rushing through the content, and we can get deeper into the conversations. But again, I hope y'all have a good night. Thank you to everybody who contributed to tonight's goal. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for liking this video, sharing this video, hyping this video. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try my best to get on here earlier. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Y'all be safe, and I'll holla at y'all later.